Hi, my name is Dee Williams. I'm so excited that you're here today. You're taking the time to watch this video. I'm here to talk to you a little bit about small business coaching for recruiting, staffing, and consulting firm owners. It is my goal and my desire to help you, assist you either to start your own business within your specific niche, meaning whatever it is that you're great at, to make more than $250K per year, or for you to take the current firm that you currently have and to grow that firm to where you want it to be to reach your financial goals. Now, a few things before I get started. This is not a get rich quick scheme. This is not MLM. This is you having your own business, you starting your own thing. So let me put that out there. That's number one. Number two, I've created this video today. I'm actually in Oklahoma City with a client with a large staffing firm, and I'm actually doing some coaching and training, and I'm borrowing an office to create this video because there was such an overwhelming response to some of the information that I put out there about starting your own firm that I thought this would be a great idea and a great place for people to kind of go to one place and get some information on what we're doing here. And number three, we're only interested in working with people who have a true desire, to grow, to learn, and to give back and make money, right? So if you know anything about me, Dee Williams, and Identifies Consulting, you'll know that I quit my job 2 years ago, started this business. It has grown massively, but the big goal for me was trying to figure out or trying to offer, honestly, I just have a passion for placing people in positions to where they can flourish and excel, to where they can find their career bliss. That's really important to me. I feel like that's my purpose and why I was put on this earth. But that's a whole nother story. Ask me about it later. Let's get started so you'll get a little bit of information about what's going on. So our program, we have two types of clients for this particular program. We either have companies who have already started their own staffing firm and they are looking to grow their business and to get some infrastructure. A lot of people call me and say, Dee, I'm trying to make that first placement. And then we also work with people who are passionate about placing people and about replenishing the economy, and they want to start their own firm. And so we help them from the ground up. We walk with you step by step. So this is not a online course, which we do offer, but this is not an online course. This is a one-on-one coaching program. So we actually work with you to build or enhance your current infrastructure, and we work with you from the branding to training, to consulting, to measuring and analyzing all the things that you do. I mean, it's a pretty awesome program. Now, ask me, Dee, why would I be interested in starting my own business as a recruiting, staffing, or consulting firm? You know, why is that important? Listen, this industry, the staffing business industry, is a $121 billion industry. If you've ever looked for an opportunity, this would be it, okay? So let's talk a little bit about that. I've given you a little bit of information about the program and how it works. Let's get into the meat and figure out how you can make some money. So first things first, it's all about goals. If you have an idea of how much money that you want to make, then we can create activity around exactly what you're looking to do. Right here on my screen, you're seeing a sample workbook of what we work on with our clients, and we actually have an automated version of this, but I'm going to show you the Excel version because this is my baby. Okay, so basically we look at your goals, and we want to understand whether or not you we want to see your small term, your short term goals, your long term goals. We want to talk about numbers, right? Most people come to me with a very small financial blueprint. They're looking to make $100,000 a year, $150,000 a year, $250,000 a year. Those numbers sound great to people who are not used to making that amount of money. However, what if you had the opportunity to make $250,000 plus? What if you had the opportunity to make $500,000 a year? What if you had the opportunity to make $1 million or $2 million or $5 million, $30 million a year? The opportunity is there, and it's for me. I'm going to show you how to make that opportunity. Now, in the world of recruiting, staffing, and consulting, there are a number of ways that you can get paid. Most of the time, it's direct hire or contracts. Direct hire is your permanent placement positions. Contract are like your hourly, temporary, or temp to hire positions, okay? Your contract positions. On the direct hire side, you are paid a percentage of a candidate's first year salary, okay? So for instance, if you are working with a candidate, an applicant, and you're working on a position and they're telling you, hey Dee, we're willing to pay $80,000 for this particular position, let's just say a financial analyst, and we are going, and you charge them 15%, you charge them a 15% fee, 15% of the candidate's first year salary, you would bring home a check of $12,000. That's one placement. It may take you 30 days to fill that position, but you've made $12,000 in 30 days. Please tell me right now, are you making $12,000 within a month's time frame? Okay, now that's at a 15% fee, but what if you had the same position and you charge 20%, which is the industry standard? Then your check is a $16,000 fee. Okay, that's what you bring home. Now look at the difference that you lose between charging between 15 and 20%. You lose $4,000. That's a lot of money when you have an opportunity to make the money, right? So let's go back. I'll give you an example right now. Right now I'm filling an executive vice president of engineering position. Okay, the salary that they're looking to fill the position is $350,000. That's $350,000 for an executive vice president of engineering. Of course, it comes with a lot of other perks and so forth, but that's $350,000. Now, I actually have charged my client 20% of the candidate's first year salary. I probably should have charged 25%, which is my normal fee. However, they've negotiated a little bit lower, and I've been open to that. And so, if at the 20% of my candidate's first year salary of $350,000, the check that will be paid to me when I fill this position will be $70,000. Are you making $70,000 within a 30-day to 60-day period? Have you made $350,000? Have you made $70,000? Are you making $70,000? Now, if I would have charged my regular fee of 25%, my check would have been $87,500. And notice what I'm losing by not charging the 25%. That's a pretty big chunk there too, right? So I want to just give you an idea of when you're placing someone in a direct hire position, the amount of money that you can make. Now, but not by any means will I sit here on this video and tell you that it's going to be easy. Sometimes it's very easy, sometimes it's not easy at all. You're talking about matching talent with the right job in the right culture with the right company, and that sometimes it takes work. There's a skill that goes to that. However, if you can master that skill, and that's one of the things that I teach you how to do throughout this program, then you definitely have an opportunity to make way more than the $70,000 placement fee that I'll receive in the next couple of weeks, right? You have an opportunity to make the $87,500 and so much more. Now let me just take this a step further. If we looked at that number, let's say for instance you came to me and you said, Dee, $100,000 is way too little. I'm already making $150,000. I like the way that $500,000, $500,000 a year sounds perfect for me. What would it take for me to make that in a year on doing direct hire placement, permanent placement? Well, if you used a 20% fee and let's say your average target salary was around $100,000 a year, then your checks would be $20,000 per placement, right? Well, you would need to place 25 people in order to reach to make the $500,000 using these numbers, right? That's only 6 placements per quarter, which would give you $125,000 a year, and that's 2.1 placements a month, which will give you around $41,666 per month. Right now, are you currently making $41,666 per month? If not, you need to just stay tuned, stay with me on this, okay? So that's those are your direct hire numbers, and those numbers are very important. And I know I went through this demo pretty quickly, and we can go over it again if you want to, but that kind of gives you an idea. I think you should kind of get a good understanding of how that works. Now let me say this really quickly. You are going to grow at some point, and you're not going to be a one-man show, or you already have a staff. let's talk about how your numbers can still look really good with you hiring somebody. We're going to use 10% just as an example here of what we would pay a commission on a recruiter and someone who would go out, an account manager or a business development person who would go out and find the job. They would make $7,000 a piece, and the company, your company, would bring in $56,000. Same thing here, they would make $87.50, and your company would bring in $70,000. Now, in the beginning, if you're new and you're just starting out and you say, well, Dee, I don't have a recruiter and I don't have an account manager, you're wrong, because you're the recruiter and you're the account manager and you're trying to grow your business. So you would pay yourself that 10%, and then you would make $14,000, and your company would sit in the bottom. This money, this $56,000, would go into your company's bank account as bottom line money. And you would say, Dee, what do I use bottom line money for? I just want to be rich, or I want to do this, or whatever your goals are. Why is that bottom line money important? That bottom line money is important because there's a possibility that you may want to offer contract or temporary staffing as well. Now, that's a whole different ball, because you're talking about insurance, payroll, all those other things, and you're definitely going to need a level of funding. Now, if you're doing direct hire placements, and what most of my clients have done in the past, they say, okay, Dee, I'm going to do direct hire for 6 months or a year, and then I'll roll into contract to give them an opportunity to build their bottom line cash flow, right? So that they can offer contract, and that's a great suggestion. If you already have contractors on billing, or you don't have that financial backing, and you happen to come across a contractor, you're networking with people that you know, and you get a contract where you're able to put 30 people, place 30 people on contract or temporary, then there are companies out there that we're connected with that we can refer, that will offer you a payrolling option, which is most of the time is not credit based. It's based on the client that you have and how large it is. So we can talk about that a little bit later, but let's just use the scenario that you have been saving up, you've been working really hard, and you have $300,000 of cash flow in your pocket, and then a big company, Home Depot, Apple, IBM, I don't know, they come along and say, I need you to send me 5 contract people, or 5 temps, or 5 contractors. Now you have to start your contracting business, but you have the cash flow to be able to support them. So let's say that Home Depot, and I'm using them as an example because they're on my mind today, they say, we're going to pay you $90 an hour. The client, Home Depot, is going to pay you $90 an hour to fill a particular position. Let's say this position is a financial analyst position. So you, a senior financial analyst with some statistical background, right? So you would go out and you would look for a senior financial analyst, and let's just say that the pay rate, you're going to pay this person $64.80. That's a loaded pay rate. And so the raw pay rate is $54. You say, why is it raw? Because that's the base pay. You have to also charge, when you have talking about a W-2 employee, your taxes, your benefits, your insurance, and all those things. And each state is different on how much that is. But we're going to use 20% in this particular example. And so the loaded pay rate is $64.80. We have a markup percentage of 40% and a gross margin of 28%. You're going to make, every hour that person, that contractor works, you're going to make $25.20. That's on the W-2 side. Here, this spreadsheet here talks about W-2, where you have a per diem, where somebody's traveling. If you have a 1099 contractor, you see that you make a lot more with these numbers. And let me just add this in here so that you can see. I want to stay consistent. You earn a lot more with these numbers. With the per diem, you earn, and let's take the commission out of here, you earn a lot less, right? So when you do corp to corp, business to business, you earn a lot more because you're not taking any taxes out. It's the responsibility of the company to pay the taxes for themselves, right, or their employees. So we're going to work on the W-2 side right now. We're going to work with a $90 an hour bill rate, and we're going to have a loaded pay rate of $64.80 for a candidate, which means, again, every hour that candidate works, then you're going to make $25.20 an hour. Now, let's say that you get 4 people on billing, 4 contractors at this rate on a contract. You would make $4,032 per week. That's $17,000 a month, $209 per year. Not bad. Most contracts don't go for a year, but there are a lot of contracts that are year, 2, 3, 4, 5 years long. So that means you would be guaranteed for 5 years at this rate, and that rate will probably go up as your consultant does a better job. And increases are in the picture, but let's just use these numbers as a minimum. You're talking $209,664 a year for just 20 for 4 people. But the average firm, right? When you start looking at building your firm, I think for a first year goal, if you could get 25 people on billing, that would be great to start you out. You're talking $1 million a year. You're talking $109,000 per month. You're talking $25,000 per week, and that is just your contract. We hadn't even included, and I'm so sorry about that, I'm on Windows 8. We haven't even included the direct hire money that you still have in the bank and that you're constantly adding into the pool as you're constantly filling direct hire positions. These are your contract positions, and this is your residual income that's coming every week. I have a client right now, their first year goal is 44 placements. 44 placements, they're talking $44,000 a week, $2.3 million a year. Okay, so the opportunity and the possibility is there. When we looked at the original numbers and you said, hey, your first year financial goal, you want to do $3 million, you can do $3 million if you put the effort into it, and you can see $30 million in your 5-year goal. And if you start, when you put the numbers together with the direct hire and the contract, I guarantee you could do some really amazing things. So I know that I moved pretty fast. I hope you had an opportunity to take a look, and I hope you had an opportunity to understand what it is that we do, and so forth. I definitely look forward to your questions. You can send them via social media. You can follow me on Twitter at #1networker. I have a LinkedIn personal page, which is D Williams GA, and also Identifies Consulting has a LinkedIn company page, which is freaking awesome. So please like our LinkedIn page. Also feel free to go to our Facebook fan page, Identifies Consulting. It's very engaging. We get a lot of activity there as well, and I would love to answer any questions that you have. Before I go, I want to let you know that you can call me at 866-432-8801. That's 866-432-8801. I'm with Identifies Consulting. You can go to our website, www.identifiesconsulting.com. And let me kind of open up the sheet here so that you can see that information. And there's our Twitter, there's our Facebook, there's our LinkedIn. Here's all the links here that you can click on. And you can definitely feel free to go to identifiesconsulting.com. Just click right on the video and it'll take you right there. Also, listen, we have a waiting list for this program. Now, the waiting list is kind of weird because some people call me and say, I'm ready to do this, but I can't start until July, or I can't start until December. And so what people are doing is they're actually putting a down payment down to hold their spot for when they're ready to get started from a financial perspective. In most cases, we can help you build that infrastructure so you don't have to do any brainstorming before you come. All you got to do is have the desire, and we'll help you work those things out. Even down to the branding. We help with the web design, your logo design, all those things, and they're included in the fee that comes in. And the fee is not going to break your pocket. Right now, we have 10 slots open. It is on a first-come, first-served basis. I do suggest that you take the time to go to the website, take the time to call me, ask questions. I'll email you some more information. We can go through the demo again together one-on-one if it's something that you're interested. I'm hoping that you have got a full picture of what we do here, and that you are ready to change your life, that you are ready and eager to do something different. And if you're not going to do anything other than put it on in the books, that you have your slot, that you have your space with Identifies Consulting to get your firm up and going within the next 6 months to a year, that would make me very happy. Again, I'm definitely about empowering people, entrepreneurs, changing that broke mindset into a prosperous, wealthy mindset. And I definitely would love to see more entrepreneurs. We're here in the United States. This country is built on small businesses, and it's going to continue to grow. And I have clients globally, worldwide. Again, I am about helping people find their career bliss, helping people find their financial freedom in a way that's going to make them feel good and it's going to give back to this world. So call me, email me, connect with me on social media. I am so super humbled again that you've taken time out of your schedule to watch this video, and I look forward to connecting with you soon. Have an absolutely amazing day. Bye.